Hello and welcome to BoDaisy's bedroom. I'm your host, BoDaisy, and obviously I'm in my room. I decided I wanted to make my own podcast after being inspired by listening to so many. I work 11-hour shifts, so of course I'm listening to them every day. And it made me want to make people laugh and smile. Hopefully you guys enjoy listening as much as I'm going to be enjoying recording and editing and all that fun stuff. Maybe you're at work, just like I usually am when I'm listening to stuff like this. Or maybe you're just like folding laundry and hanging out. But regardless, definitely subscribe and like and look out for more content. I'm going to be doing so much on this podcast. I'm going to be talking about so many things, but I just wanted to get this first episode out. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. Thanks. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is how long it took me to do that intro. Like, I honestly deleted what I had. Like, what you just heard, I did it over 800 times. So let's hope I could do this podcast thing, because I'm kind of used to doing YouTube vlogging where I can just kind of like say whatever and it's not a big deal. But for this, since it's a podcast and people are mainly going to be listening, I'm trying not to say or like, or I don't know. I just am trying to watch what I say, and I just want to make sure everything sounds good. I'm also recording underneath a blanket, so it's not the best quality of sound, but I'm just, hanging out in my room with you under a blanket. So it's the real authentic experience, I'm not lying over here. That was my blanket, if you heard that. But anyway, let's actually get into this. So the first real topic I wanted to talk about is warehouse weirdos. I'm literally putting that in the title. I just came up with it. But I'm so sick of warehouse weirdos. I work in a warehouse. I'm not going to say which one, but you can probably guess after a couple episodes if I talk about it enough. But I'm so sick of people saying the weirdest things to me. Like, my parents raised me to mind my own business. And they also raised me to just have common sense. And one of my biggest pet peeves, also, if you hear any noises in the background, it's my turtles. So, well, technically they're my boyfriend's turtles. Anyway, my biggest pet peeve is when I put on a backpack. Now I'm going to repeat this word to you slowly. Backpack. Do you know what a backpack is? I do. A backpack is something that you can hold your things in, your items, things that you need, that you want, and you walk around with it. It's really convenient. I love it. Great invention. Well, when I put my backpack on and when I go to the bathroom, people always say to me, "Oh, are you clocking out? Are you clocking out? Oh, are you clocking out?" Why are you asking me if I'm clocking out like 2 hours into my shift just because I have my backpack on and I'm walking? Like, no, I'm not. And now I posted this on TikTok. Oh boy. TikTok had a lot to say. It didn't go viral or anything. I freaking wish. But there were a lot of commenters being so rude and continuing the stupidity. Like, I was already dealing with the stupidity of the people being like, "Hey, are you clocking out? Hey, where are you going? Hey, you leaving? Why are you leaving?" And sometimes it's even condescending. Like, are you kidding me? You don't even know what's going on, you dumb fuck. And now you're going to be condescending? Like, oh, you're really going to clock out this early? Wow. I wish I could do that. Like, bro, I'm going to the bathroom and I have my fucking tampons in my wallet because I might go to the vending machine. And, my vape. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you okay? Are you okay? Anyway, I posted this on TikTok. So many commenters. Well, You shouldn't walk around holding your whole life. I hate people who walk around carrying their whole life on their back. I'm not carrying my whole life. I conveniently placed these items. Like, I conveniently placed these items from my house into my backpack. Yeah, I'm going to, use the backpack and I'm going to put it on my body and I'm going to walk around with it. Like, I don't know why this was such a hard concept. I really didn't think it was. Let me know down below in the comment section what you think, because maybe I'm just being ridiculous, but I'm going to carry my backpack around with me. And it's so weird. You know what else? It happens also with this other invention. I don't know if you heard of it. I don't know if you've heard of this, but it's called a jacket. Now, in the wintertime, when I put my jacket on, if I'm cold, because, that's what a jacket does. Again, are you leaving? You leaving? And I don't know if you just want to get into my business. I don't know if you're stupid. I don't know if you don't know what a jacket or a backpack is, but these things, like, I purchased to use them. So it doesn't mean I'm exiting the building. And like, I have things in there. Like, I have stuff. I definitely also might be putting stuff in the fridge. I don't even know why I'm explaining this, like, to you, you probably understand, but like, it really boggles my mind why people say the things that they do. And I've gotten other things too. If you ever work in a warehouse, it's so crazy the things they say, because you're there for hours. I get it. I'm not trying to be mean, but it's just, I don't have a pile of rocks in my head. So when I interact with people who do, it's so hard. Like, I don't know how they go outside and like interact with people. Sorry, I had to cut it off. I had to stop recording for a second and get out of this blanket. I don't know why I thought that this could be my stew. I was like, yeah, I'm in the studio. It's a fucking blanket. I'm getting hot. It's getting a little toasty in there. I don't remember what I was talking about. Probably some idiots at work, but it's just left and right. All I'm seeing is just everyone just being so ridiculous. Like, they always tell me what to do too. I haven't had a car in forever because, like, I lived in New Jersey at one point. You think I need a car? Well, where I was like 40 minutes from New York City. Like, no, I know. And even now I live in like, kind of sort of city area. It's not the biggest city I've ever lived in, of course, but it's definitely relative enough that there's, multiple sections, lots of bus routes, downtown area, yada yada, train stations nearby, I get it. So ask me why people are asking me over and over again why I don't have a car. I don't need your advice about cars. I don't. I never asked for it. People tell me all the time, you should get a car. You should get a car. Don't you want to drive a car? I had a car for like 10 years, bro. Like, I'm 26 now. Had a car when I was 16. And so, probably like eight or 9 years I've had a car, because I haven't had one, for a while. And that's okay. I can live my life the way I want to live my life. And it's cool. Give me advice. Do it. Love it. Let me hear it. But when I resist the advice, don't keep going. Like, do you just want to hear yourself talk? That's what I hear when you talk. But I know you're hearing like, oh, when you talk. I don't hear that. I literally just hear someone giving unsolicited, unasked for advice. Was unsolicited the word? I don't know. Just like, don't, just shut your trap and get out of my face, because I don't need to hear it over and over again. And I do, it's all the time, not even just warehouse. People love giving advice on things and no one asks for it. Like, if every conversation I hear from you, it's like, oh, you should do this. Oh, one time I did this. Hey, let me tell you this. Oh, that's not a conversation. That's literally not a conversation. I don't know how you live your life. I don't know how you have friends, because when you're talking to me, I have enough Like, I watched, Blue's Clues. I have enough clue in my head to know that a conversation goes back and forth. It's flowing. It's your ideas, my ideas, and no is a full sentence. So if I tell you, like, no, I don't need a car, there's no why. Oh my God, I can't imagine. Well, good thing, like, you have one. And the person who was saying this is about a specific person. The person who was saying this was smoking at a bus stop, not driving their car. So it's like, so you get why I don't have one. Like, you're not in it. So, like, you're literally not in it. Like, you could be in the car right now not talking to me about cars. And, like, screaming in my face about, like, different brands and, like, what to do. Like, I know how to get a car. I've owned 3 of them. I've crashed them. So I even know what not to do. So it's like, get out of my face with this, I'm back underneath the blanket because I just feel like it's such, like, studio vibes. I don't know why. Anyway, speaking of bus stops, I was at the bus stop today with my boyfriend because he goes with me to work, to make sure I'm safe because he's so protective and such a gentleman and he's amazing. So he was with me and we were, like, chilling, and he taps me on the shoulder and he's like, oh, you pointed out that guy. I had to edit this part out because I said where we worked, but basically we work at the same warehouse together. It's fucking weird, but we'll get into that another day. But now I know why he's weird. He goes, oh, he just poured a big Budweiser canned beer into a water bottle. I'm like, the fuck? Thank God he's not driving a car. Thank God he's pouring beer in his water bottle. I'm like, no way. I'm freaking out. I'm like, there's no way he's going to work. Like, lit. I'm like, that's so insane. Thank God he's taking the bus. Like, imagine a DUI and getting, like, fired. But then I find out from someone else that he drinks all the time. So I guess they, like, know about it or something. I don't know. I guess he, like, regularly drinks. But I was shocked. I was just shocked because I can't imagine going to work drunk. I feel like you would get caught. I maybe a couple times I might have when I was younger. Maybe had, like, some nips. But I definitely didn't go overboard. So, because, like, I know not to drink at work. I don't know why. I feel like that's, like, a crime. It feels like that in my head. Could you do that? Could you personally go to work lit? I don't think I could. I don't know. I'm really wondering about it. I feel like it's something that's, like, that means you got an issue. I drink a lot, and I know I have an issue. That's another story, but to go to your place of business, to where you make your money, I just couldn't imagine getting lit like that. And, like, beer, really? And people can smell it on you. And he's fucking weird. I wasn't gonna say it, and I was like, oh, that's a story for another day, but we'll get into it. He always is like, hey, I got weed. You need weed? Hey, you want to sit down? My butt made it warm. I gotta explain. I probably gotta explain that because you're like, what? He literally, like, it's cold out, it's cold. So he'll be like, oh, do you want to sit? And sometimes I don't want to. So I'll be like, nah. And exactly what I mentioned earlier. Like, no is a full sentence, but everyone just needs to, they just need to say what's on their mind. He's like, no, sit down. My butt's so big, it made it warm. Because he's, like, a larger individual. I was like, yeah, no, I really don't want to sit on that. You think I want to sit on your fucking farts? Your fucking farts with your fat ass? Nah, I'm totally okay with that. Plus, I like to walk around, when I'm smoking outside because it's cold. I gotta warm myself up. It's chilly. I feel like walking around makes me warm up. I hope I'm not saying the word like a lot. And same with I always say I always say like. I've recorded a whole episode, yo. But I rewatched it and I was like, okay, if someone took a shot every time I said like the word like, they would end up in a coma after getting naked and falling into plants and bushes and peeing on people and puking everywhere and getting alcohol poisoning and really questioning their whole life. That's exactly what would happen. Exactly. They would topple over and get alcohol poisoning because I told them to take a shot every time I said that word. And I said it 1,000 times. I get sued. I would get sued in the court, in a civil court, for giving people alcohol poisoning and telling them to do this challenge if I were to do it. Thank God I deleted that video. I recorded the whole thing, listened back to it, was like, wow, this cannot be on the internet. And I talked about different things. I wasn't talking about the same stuff because, it just didn't sound good. So I just started fresh because this is the first episode. I wanted it to be good for you guys. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm your host, BoDaisy. That's not my real name, by the way. My real name is Julie. My name is not BoDaisy. But I got this from my gamer tag. My gamer tag my whole life in like lots of video games and on my Xbox and PS4 have always been BoDaisy. So I implemented that into my podcast. Oh, that's coming soon, by the way. BoDaisy Gaming. Stay tuned for that. I'm definitely going to be doing a gaming channel. And you guys are going to be seeing me on Twitch. I'm really excited to do that. But I wanted to start my podcast and get this first episode up. But stay tuned for BoDaisy Gaming. I'm really excited for that. But I just wanted to clear the air that my name wasn't BoDaisy. But who knows? With my generation and the generation before me, they're naming their kids frickin' Mailbox. Frickin' Forest. Well, actually, Forest is a good name, but I've been hearing some freaking random names. They sound like medication. Let me find some examples. I was about to go on TikTok and look up like weird baby names people have been doing. Then I remembered I didn't even need to do that because the first example I can give you was Pony. Pony. Someone on Facebook named their son Pony. I was like, what? Pony? Oh my goodness. I can't imagine. Hey, what's your name? Yeah, my name's Pony. Yo, what's up? Yo, what's up? My name's Pony. Yeah, I'm a 14-year-old boy named Pony. What's good? Like, I can't, yo, yeah, I'm 26. My name's Pony. Call me P. Like, what? Or they're like 30 and they go up to someone, they're like, yeah, my name's Pony. And someone's like, Tony? And they's like, nah, Pony. Like, I can't imagine. But I was going to Google names and then realized I didn't even need to. But let me actually do that. Okay, let me name a couple that I saw. Branch. Dragonfly. Cosmo. Dancer. Is he gonna join Santa? Branch? Yo, what the? Hey, yeah, my name's Branch. You can call me B. You can call me Ranch. Like, what the fuck? I can't. Mint. Audio. Eggs. Tarp. Pilot. Like, are we just naming our kids things from around the town? Like, are we just walking around being like, oh yeah, tarp, this tarp is so beautiful. I think I'm gonna name my baby after this. Or like, Branch. Wow, I got inspiration from the forest to name my kid Branch. And like eggs, like that has to be a joke. Some of these have to be a joke. I'm looking them up on TikTok. So I don't know. But look it up yourself. Weird baby names. You'll find them. They're around. And I don't know why. Like, again, we've talked about people who have rocks in their heads and like they're just not, having common sense. But I really didn't know like that it was this bad. Like, oh my God, I would never name my child Tarp. Tarp. What? That is so crazy. I would feel so bad if I named my child these names, or like Dragonfly. Like that's a whole nother level. That's a whole nother level. Trout, lace, penny, ribbon, Sunday, but spelled Sundae. Merlot. Fucking scratching that off. I don't even want to look at it. Merlot. Then we got risk and wagon. Now, some of these were like baby ideas, but I literally had somebody on TikTok hold up their baby and be like, this is my baby Ribbon. So that one was real. But some of these were ideas. And the Sunday one was from that famous girl, Nara Smith. Some of these on my list are from her. And so hers were just ideas. But her baby names were like Whimsy Lou, Slim Easy. Like those are actually their names. So her ideas were nuts. But what she went with is even crazier. You gonna call your kid Slim Easy? But yeah, I just can't imagine introducing my baby as Wagon. Like, that's crazy. And then ribbon, like, are we just doing objects around the house? Like, we're just going around the house. Oh, yeah, this is a really nice ribbon. Hey, why don't we name our baby Ribbon? Like, that's fucking weird. And trout. That was a real one from Google. Google told me that. Like, there's, like, a certain amount of people named Trout. And that I'm just seriously questioning. Like, what? Trout? Oh, my little baby Trout. Like, what the fuck? Trout just took his first steps. What the what? And then, like, say someone doesn't know that they're talking about their baby. They're like, oh, the fish? Like, fish can't walk. I gotta go. Okay, I needed to take a beat and I needed to relax because I was laughing too hard about the name Trout. So we gotta go into Merlot. Now, this one was serious. Like, there's a lot of people who maybe they're just ideas, but they were banding together in the comment section being like, Merlot, I love that. Oh, I'm pregnant. Baby coming in June. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, but I think it will work either way. No, it won't. You're gonna name your child after a wine? Oh my gosh. And I know that weird names aren't a new thing because in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, lots of people were, smoking and getting high and naming their kid like hippie names. But that was like sunshine and rainbow, not fucking tarp. Like that's something you put on your wood to make sure it keeps dry. That's not what you hold your baby and kiss him and be like, oh, tarp. Oh, Trout. Like, this is crazy. I would never name my child Merlot. All these names are just coming out of left field. They're all in my head everywhere. I'm just grasping at all of these weird comments and just looking at all this and look it up. Like, they'll just be ideas, but then people are agreeing with them. And then they're pregnant and they're like, I love this. This is the one time where I hope husbands are taking control of the situation and they say, like, sweetie, I really don't want to name my freaking child Door Handle. Like, what the fuck? He's like, yo, I know that you love mint chocolate chip ice cream, but please do not name my child Mint or Sunday, spelled Sundae. Like, please don't, like, I think that we should name our child after our grandma or something. Like, I really hope some of these husbands are coming out with better ideas because I swear my little children are going to be standing next to somebody named Risk. Like, they're going to come home and be like, oh, I have a new friend. I'm like, oh, what's his name? Oh, Wagon. Yeah. Me and Merlot are really, getting the soccer team together. We got so many people on our team, Mom. We got, Lace, Merlot, Ribbon, we got a great team together. Like, I just seriously feel like in the next 10 to 20 years, all of our kids are just going to be around these, random names. Like, I don't know. I'm going on. Pony. I got to refer back to my list. Branch. Like, what? I just can't. I can't. So I looked up some names that parents from the 70s and 80s named their kids. So before this episode ends, I just wanted to talk about those real quick because I noticed that they were little weird names, but they all had themes and they were kind of like almost like pretty, both men and female names. So let's look into them. One was Summer, Windy, Moon, and Star. So they had 4 kids and they did Summer and then Windy and then Moon and Star. Like, those are, yeah, my name's Star. Yeah, my name's Windy. But, like, I don't know. I kind of see where they were going, especially with this other one, Cloud and Thunder. Like, okay, that's really weird. But at least, I would take Cloud and Thunder over Risk and Wagon or Lace and Penny. Like, that's really weird. Like, I feel like some of these have, this one girl was named Rainbow Magic hyphen in between. That's okay. Like, my name's Rainbow Magic. That's a little out there. But again, like, Merlot. I'd rather, if I was a human being, I would rather my name be Rainbow Magic than Merlot. Like, that's just in my head. There was one that I did see that was kind of weird. There was 3 kids, Rusty, Dusty, and Windy. I saw a lot of Windy. I guess, wind was winding then because everyone was naming that. There was a lot of storms because everyone named their kids. I saw Moonflower. That one's, Moonflower. Hi, my name's Moonflower. Hi. Or, hi, my name's Pony. Like, I just feel like they went in a better direction. I actually met someone whose name was Spirit. And she explained, 80s, 90s, something else. My name's Spirit, haha. But I asked her, and she said, I love it. I love that my name's Spirit. I really enjoy it. It's not the worst name. And I'm like, yeah. Again, like, Wagon. I can't with these other names. But I just wanted to look up some of those from a different time because it might have not just been a generation thing like I've been saying in this episode, like, oh, this generation, 2025, all these weird names. Some of them even are from other times. So, it's not the craziest things, and I shouldn't judge any of these people, but I just think, some of them are just so funny. I just can't help but giggle at these, and it's definitely a fun little game to play with your friends, like, oh, what's the craziest name you've heard? But anyway, I think I'm going to wrap up this first episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I know it was all over the place. I'm totally used to vlogging, so this podcast thing is going to be a little journey for me, but I'm super excited, and definitely give it a like, and stay tuned for BoDaisy Gaming. I'm super excited for that as well, and again, I just hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for listening, and tell your friends. Bye!